Today's adventure brings me to a place that I've never been, but always wanted to see with my own eyes. Sleepy Hollow, New York. As the recording of this Monday, November 6th, fall is in full swing, and possibly I'll see the Headless Horseman. Quite a vibe through here with the leaves that have changed recently. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here to the real life Sleepy Hollow, the church, the Immaculate Conception Church of Sleepy Hollow resides right here. They have the cross over there. Amazing looking home here. I have never been here ever in the 49 years of existence on this earth that I have resided. I have heard the stories, I've seen the shorts, I've seen the themed characters in the parks, and now I'm here in the real place. I'm inviting you to join me. That truck has squeaky brakes. Shall you? And even though All Hallows Eve was about a week ago, already come and gone, still a little room for some spookiness here in the fall. Now, the name of this town adopted the Sleepy Hollow name, named after the short story, back in the 90s. Originally Tarrytown, or North Tarrytown. There's a lot of cement trucks going through here. If you look up on all the street signs, they definitely embrace the Headless Horseman and the story and the name. Pretty neat little area down here. It's a nice little quaint downtown. Got a bit of construction there. They got the scrim up around that building. Very strict. Strong words there. Beautiful church. Proper theming here in the windows. Also, there is the Van Tassel directory here that kind of shows some of the things here in the general area. There's the Terry News. There's the Sleepy Hollow Bicycle Shop. The Hollywood North Pizza. Little Hollywood name in here. And then you got some ghosts and pumpkin head goblins all along the side of the Sleepy Hollow bicycle. If you're playing a drinking game on how many times I'm going to say this name, probably will not end well for you. Where two holidays collide. You know, Halloween's come and gone, but Christmas is right around the corner. Always give it a little nod to Nightmare Before Christmas. That's awesome. Why am I so easily entertained? This is the old Strand Theater here. You can see where the marquee used to be, now a medical center. You can see where the movie posters used to be too, or the posters for the productions. The old Strand. The gentleman that wrote the short story, Washington Irving, he's laid to rest around here, so I'm gonna see if I can find that spot as well. And that is why the town embraces it so heavily. It was all based right here. I'm gonna go to the bridge also. This bridge. This is an artist interpretation of it. It's an interesting building over there. Law offices. And right next to it is the post office here in town. That's it, right over there, that little side building. Greene County. Got some ghosts on the window there. Medusa even making an appearance here. Corner of Lawrence Street is an old building dated 1912. Again, This town had its original name up until the mid-90s. There's going to be some references to North Tarrytown, not just what it's called now. For example, at the base of this bell here, the fire station bell, North Tarrytown, lots of pumpkins. The municipal building, and look who is on the stained glass right up there. Also, the clock is correct. It is in fact 10:45. I always like when towns have the correct time on their clocks. Gonna be a lot of pumpkins. NT, North Tarrytown. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. There's a headless firefighter. Not just a headless horseman, there's a headless firefighter. Look. He's lost it. Really pleasant weather right now. 50 degrees. Just perfect. Very busy thoroughfare that goes through here. Another clock with the correct time. Check out Horseman Bagels over here. Well, they have coffee in here. Boy, they are just fully embracing this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All right, I got it. Take a look. They put the little cardboard thing on there because this thing is piping hot. But there he is. He's holding a bagel. Not a pumpkin. You can kind of see it there. It's a bagel, not a pumpkin. Caution, stand back. You never know who could be lurking in this area. I guess I could have got pumpkin spice, but I opted to just I mean, it would have made sense to get pumpkin spice, but the plastic golfers right there. Right along the side of this little rock shop. Also, it wasn't as hot as I thought it was, so I took the little cardboard thing off so you can get a better look here at the bagel guy. That's a great old vehicle. Take a look. The animal hospital, and there is an officer that has the Sleepy Hollow on the side of the car. Pretty cool. It's a sleepy little town. One could say a quiet village every day, like the one before. Of course, I'm quoting Beauty and the Beast, but it is a village. It is designated. Look, there's another one. Stay in the name of the village on the side. Hey, a little Disney tie-in, because I remember the Disney short with Ichabod Crane, the horseman. And if memory serves correct, I believe the one that previewed with that or somehow incorporated, I think Mr. Toad, that was also somehow wedged in there. I have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure Toad had something to do. Mr. Toad would be cruising around here. That'd be pretty awesome. I don't know if Toad would be afraid of the horseman, though. He didn't seem like he was scared too much. All right, I knew there was a correlation. Walt Disney, The Adventure of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Told and sung by Bing Crosby and told by Basil Rathbone in Technicolor. So you can see there is the horseman, and then down here is J. Thaddeus Toad himself. Little Toad tie-in. Now, one thing more frightening than subject matters I've already just mentioned are these geese. I've not had good luck with gooses and geeses. They seem to be walking away though, so that's good. That's good. Because what I want to show is this. Presented to the village of North Tarrytown by the Centennial Committee back in '74, which was the same year I was born, before they changed the name. It is now. So that's why it still says the village of North Tarrytown. The Centennial Committee, when it was 100 years old, started in 1874, and then in 1974, this was placed here. And take a look at the horror of this. Is this supposed to be Ichabod in a really fast pace on a horse? Just getting out of town, trying to get the heck out of here? I mean, really, you know, the animated is it's kind of humorous. And I've seen it in the parades. Not so scary. Oogie Boogie Bash. Certain events. But you look at this. That is like, I mean, that's not even like trotting in a comical way. That is like full on going after this guy. It's kind of horrifying, really think about it. There are a few places that are on my bucket list to go on Halloween, on All Hallows Eve, October 31st of each year. My favorite, I think, so far is being in South Pasadena, where John Carpenter filmed the movie. Every Halloween night there, it is amazing. I've done it twice, so I kind of knocked that one off the list. This year, a week ago, give or take a day, I was in Salem, Massachusetts. When you think of asking a lot of people, where do you want to be on Halloween night? A lot of people want to say Salem. I said that, and I was there. I did it. 1 year. I would love to be here in Sleepy Hollow, New York, on All Hallows Eve. I'm going to make that happen 1 year. I don't know when, but I think that might happen 1 year. Gas here in town is $3.68, according to that. Of course, a horse needs a different kind of fuel. I don't know what the horseman's horse. Probably just a traditional diet that a horse would have. So right next to this is a sculpture right over there where a few people are getting a photo. I'm going to be one of them. Just across from the Fuel Stop gift shop over there. You go over this bridge, which is known very famously for this little river. All right, evidently the old bridge fell into disrepair, and now there's a new bridge. Formerly spanned the stream at this spot. A more magnificent, functioning roadway. Very, very wide here. Now, this is the old bridge. The spot from the story. Not a way I would want to spend an evening. Being chased by someone holding a pumpkin that is their noggin in their head, and the horse is sprinting after you in a fashion that would give you nightmares for the rest of your existence. The church grounds are open till 4:30 p.m. each day. The old Dutch church started back in 1685, and as it should be, this was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. That was a garbage truck. And visiting hours are from 8 to 4. And I believe his headstone and his final resting place is so populated, or people ask where it is so often, that they have just placed a sign leading to it. Which is nice. that the village does that. Wow, that is a great view. Look at that. There's houses up on the hill. Through the changing of the leaves. And a train going by. Oh, it doesn't get much better than this. Can't see the train from here, but I heard it. Tethers his horse nightly in the churchyard, according to the legend. Oh, imagine being out here at night. This is the entire family plot. National landmark. Washington Irving's grave and his home, Sunnyside, and the Old Dutch Church, which he immortalized in the legend, are historical landmarks. Perpetual care from local citizens and admirers of the author. This plaque was placed here in '72. There he is. Now, you can't walk right up to the headstone. In fact, it says, stay out of the enclosure. But there is this little walkway. Kind of go around the back side here. So you got the family plot signature here, and then you got his right there. Right there. You can almost feel like an eeriness. Not really, but when it gets quiet, when the traffic down there kind of goes by and more down towards the river stream down there, even though it's not dark yet. And the wind's blowing, the leaves are falling. I keep like looking over my shoulder like, is that someone? Now I know how Ichabod felt. It's always fascinating to visit places that give inspiration for stories that live on way longer than the people that wrote them. And I'm always fascinated by traveling and going to places like this. This place is awesome. Some dogs barking at a residence down the road. So this church was also mentioned in the short story, where Ichabod was in a rush to get here. He's trying to escape and get to this church. So where that main bridge is that has the plaques on it, which is kind of the main thoroughfare in and out of town, supposedly there's another bridge the back of this property. So I'm kind of stepping back in here where I just was a little bit ago. I'm gonna try to find the one that was more similar to the one he wrote about. Hopefully tucked away back here in the woods along the stream. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay. Is this the original bridge? I'm thinking yes. Look at that. The original bridge is still back here. This little walking path here was treaded upon. It's pretty dang cool. Look at this. You can see where the went across right there. Amazing. Glad I walked back over here. This is really dang cool. Probably I don't know, maybe a half mile down the stream from where the bridge that has the placards on it are. Like an axle or something. There it is. The real Headless Horseman Bridge, the real deal. Unbelievable. Look at the trees growing out the side of it. Spooky. going to say it's kind of tough to wrap my head around the fact that this is the real bridge. I'm making a head pun. Bad joke. So if you visit this area, don't sleep on this spot. This is a bad one too. Just to give some proximity, go in the south entrance here, along the side of this road. I was up there a little bit earlier and showed those, but go along this road here, along the side, and then down the incline there. And there's also some condos and houses right there. The bridge they designated, the newer bridge, is over here about 1/4 of a mile. So walk up this road, go along this direction, and the original bridge is right down there. Oh, this is interesting here. This is a type of headstone that when you go through the Haunted Mansion at Magic Kingdom in Florida, they kind of recreated something similar to this style as you're walking through the queue. This is a really expansive property. I just realized someone else is in here, and I want to see where their headstone is. Mr. Andrew Carnegie. (1835 to 1919), responsible for an incredible amount of architecture. Carnegie Hall. It'll never last. I believe that's a paraphrase quote from the American Adventure. This is pretty dang cool. Little side note to the subject matter, but yeah. And not only coins have been placed, but also dollar bills. Here on his and his wife. Sounds good. Well, I asked if I could get a photo of the truck here. Fire truck inside. I said I could. The door was open and I asked one of the firefighters.
Oh, that was later on. Yeah, that was modern. Yes, it was modern.
Pumpkins everywhere. Look at this freaking fire station. Very gothic-y. Very gothic-y. Take a look at this little painting of this ghoulish creature here with the tongue and then these eyeballs, these flying eyeballs. All right, gonna cover some ground, make up some miles, heading southbound. That's gonna do it for today. Gonna be on the road the rest of the day, just making up some time. Heading south. We'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. I have driven a lot today.